What's up, guys? Today we are going to be doing the Dallas Cowboys rebuild. We are going to be doing episode 12, Path to the Podium. If you guys enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It would be really good for me. And I hope you guys enjoy this content. And if you guys subscribe, I'll make even more content like this. So let's get onto this Dallas Cowboys depth chart. So there's a few shining stars in this team. CeeDee Lamb and Micah Parsons. Everyone else kind of stinks. You have a couple of inconsistent injury guys like Trevon Diggs and Deron Bland. You have guys that should be good but are kind of mid. Dak Prescott. You have guys that are up and coming. Jake Ferguson is kind of one of them. Jalen Tolbert. And you got guys who used to be good. Zach Martin. I mean, it's really tough because I don't think the Cowboys have too much cap space. We are in negative 5% cap space. Don't have much we can do. I mean, we can try and restructure deals. I think the Cowboys are going to plan on cutting Dak Prescott. So let's just try and restructure. I think they're going to try and restructure Dak's deal to try and keep Micah Parsons. Because, I mean, come on. Micah Parsons is unbelievable. So you got to keep him. Terrence Steele, we could also restructure, but no. Donovan Wilson, Malik Hooker, those are both our starting safeties. Deron Bland, Jake Ferguson, Damone Clark. Can't do Tyler Guyton. Overall, I mean, yeah, there's not too much to do in terms of that besides restructuring Dak Prescott so we can actually move forward, which is good. And then let's figure out what we have to do. I know they're thinking of trading Micah Parsons, but I don't think it's actually going to happen. So I'm unlike other rebuilds where, Deebo Samuel's requested a trade. Myles Garrett has requested a trade. Micah Parsons has not requested a trade, and it's only been internally talked that he might get traded. But overall, I mean, yeah, we're just going to let it go. So, a couple of the guys that we want to re-sign. Brandon Cooks, don't really care about. We might need the punter. But honestly, I'm not caring about punters and kickers. DeMarcus Lawrence. Eric Kendricks, did we just have? Yeah, he was our starting middle linebacker. Turpin was good last year. Obviously, Zach Martin we have to re-sign. I think we're going to let Zach Martin walk, because Zach Martin asks for about $15 million, and that's half of our cap space budget. So, a guy I do want to bring back on a 1 year is DeMarcus Lawrence on defensive end. Let's go to the Dallas Cowboys. He was on a 2-year, $13 million deal. So we really have to choose DeMarcus Lawrence or Zach Martin, actually. And honestly, now that thinking about it, we have Micah Parsons already. So I'm going to choose to probably bring back Zach Martin on a $15.5 million deal for a 1 year. We'll guarantee 55%. What's the franchise tag? 25 mil? I don't want to do that. Let's see if he takes. So, if DeMarcus Lawrence takes a little bit of a pay cut to go 11.5 mil for a year, we'll keep him. He accepts. Okay. So, DeMarcus Lawrence takes a pay cut. Zach Martin does not. We're going to be moving on from Zach Martin. Amani Oruwariye has been good depth for the Cowboys, especially since their DBs have been so injury prone. So I see him here on a 1 year, 1.125. I'm willing to do that again. Nice 1 year, 125 mil. We'll go 40%. Rejected. 1.5, 1, and 40. Accepted. Good. Now you accept. Other than that, I mean, like, Cooper Rush maybe for like a 1 year, $2 million. Rejected. Okay. So I think we're going to let the rest of you guys walk for right now. And then we have 18 million. Let's see what we have. We need a backup quarterback. Running back, we're going to fix in the draft. Wide receiver, we're also going to fix in the draft. Tight end, we're fine. Offensive line, we're fine. Edge is fine. Linebacker's fine. Defense is fine. So what we need is probably a tackle, a backup quarterback. What was Cooper Rush making last year? He was making 2.5. 2.5, 40%. Will you do that? Good. Now we have a backup quarterback. Great. Running back, we should probably sign a guy that can actually do something. I see Jordan Mason's going to come in thinking he's going to be the starter, though, and I don't want that. Gus Edwards. What did we do with Gus Edwards last year? On the LA Chargers, he was on a $3.25 million. If we can get him on a $2 million deal for a 1 year, these are kind of just putting Band-Aids on a bullet wound, because the Cowboys' problem goes far beyond it. Kareem Hunt is going to be our new starting back, though. And then finally, for offensive tackle, let's try and bring Tyron Smith back to the Cowboys for 1 year. Tyler Guyton was easily the worst rookie, and I don't think it's even close. I mean, Tyron Smith had a 1 year, $6.5 million deal. Can we do that again? Bring him back to the Cowboys. He comes back. Now we have another offensive tackle, which we seem to have a lot of, but Tyron Smith and Terrence Steele are going to get the job done. Interior defensive line, we could use one more guy. We have $7 million remaining in cap. But honestly, I think we're going to actually save that for re-signing Micah Parsons in the next window. $7 million remaining. Signing Kareem Hunt and Tyron Smith. Overall, we did the best with what we could. Restructuring Dak gave us a lot of money. Re-signing Cooper Rush as well as DeMarcus Lawrence, and signing Tyron Smith and Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's not going to be the starter, but will it be Ashton Genty? Let's find out in the draft. All right, let's get started with the draft. We have pick number 12. Will he go? He is still here. Ashton Genty is still here. Who would the Dolphins be trading up for? Probably Mason Graham. However, I look at this Cowboys team, and I see so many running backs in this draft. Does it make sense to take one with the 12th overall pick when you have so many holes in this team? No. The exact reason why I'm going Mason Graham on the defensive line instead. I already showed you the defensive line is very thin besides Mozzie Smith, and I think Mason Graham falls this low to 12. I think the Cowboys should definitely consider pulling the trigger over Ashton Genty, because in the next round, we're going to reject this deal. Don't really want to trade back because I know who I'm going to be taking, and it's the guy who fell super far. I swear I saw another running back get taken. No, it's just Genty to the Seahawks and Caleb Johnson to the Giants. I actually would like that for us. But I think the obvious pick right here is Omarion Hampton, who is going to be the starting running back for the Dallas Cowboys. We're going to get I thought it took Luther Burden. We are going to take another skill position player to hopefully increase. We have so many picks this year. Increase the talent at the running back position. So we're going to go Omarion Hampton. Our next pick is at 76, and then we don't have one for a long time. And now this is where I'm going to want to take a receiver, because the Cowboys are in desperate need. Not even just a big need, a desperate need of a wide receiver 2 that can go off of CeeDee Lamb. And I just took him in the last rebuild, but with the pick directly before this, I think. But we're going to go with Tez Johnson out of Oregon. They are in desperate need for a receiver. And Tez Johnson is going to be one of the guys that hopefully we can help put back on. So we're going to go with him. The next pick that I want is I want to be able to try and I want to not put a Band-Aid on. Tyron Smith is putting a Band-Aid on this tackle group. Terrence Steele is good, but the left tackle is going to be a problem. And that's what we're going to take in this next round. We're going on offense. And I see Jalen Rivers, 6'5", 325. Jack Nelson out of Wisconsin, 6'7". I'm going to take the Wisconsin offensive tackle. It's a bit of a reach, but we are in desperate need for a guy after Tyron Smith. Contract is up. So hopefully that fixes it, at least for a little bit. Now we have 3 picks here. In case we have to get rid of Micah Parsons, I want an edge. Bills are most likely going to take defense, so I'm going to go with a defensive player, at least here first. I want to go safety as well, and I want to grab another receiver. That's what these 3 picks are going to be about. Bills are going to look for defense. Seahawks are not going to look for receiver, so this pick is most likely going to be the receiver. So let's start with an edge, because that's where the Bills are most likely to go. I see Ja Joyner and K. Robinson. I'm going to go K. Robinson out of Alabama. I do like him as a prospect, and he played for Alabama, which is even better, going against the best tackles in the league. They take a center. Makes sense. Now we go safety. Now we're going to grab, I think, another Wisconsin guy. We grab Jack Nelson out of Wisconsin. Always like to repair players up with each other. Hunter Wohler out of Wisconsin. Boost up that safety room. Malik Hooker and Donovan Wilson are decent. Not the future of this team, though, I don't believe. So let's try and get a safety. And then finally, Seahawks take another running back. I don't know. Okay, this is stupid. Why are the Seahawks taking 3 running backs? That is unbelievable. But the last one we're going to take is a receiver. And that receiver, Keandre Lambert-Smith, the guy who got away. No. I think I'm going to take the second to Trey Harris, being Antoine Wells Jr. Not a big fan of Kobe Hudson. I'm cool reaching on a receiver because the Cowboys need it desperately. So we're going to go Antoine Wells Jr., the wide receiver out of Ole Miss. Now we have 3 picks left. What do I want to do? Interior offensive line. I want to get a quarterback. I see a couple guys here that I would take. I'm going to take a quarterback with my last pick, though, I think. We got the tackle. I want to get a linebacker because I believe we lost Eric Kendricks. I mean, we have a couple linebackers. We have Overshown. We definitely want to grab one. Let's grab the UCLA linebacker, Olufemi Oladijo, out of UCLA. Now we're going to grab our interior offensive lineman. Either a center. Oh, Jonah Monheim is still here. I know we just drafted Cooper Beebe to be the center, but Jonah Monheim has a lot of talent. Too much talent to be going in round 6. This is best player available. He could play pretty much anywhere on the line besides tackle. And anywhere in the interior offensive line. I'm going to go Jonah Monheim with this pick. And then the last pick, like I said, is going to be a quarterback. You know, if Dak gets hurt again, maybe one of these guys could be the answer we're looking for. How about DJ Ugalele? No. We will go with the Missouri quarterback, Brady Cook. No, we're not going to go Brady Cook. The reason I'm going to pick Cam Miller over Brady Cook is because Brady Cook had an okay season, but with Luther Bird, he should have had way better of a season. And I'm more confident in quarterbacks that play on a worse team because they know how to get the job done. Cam Miller, you're going to be our final pick at quarterback. And that is the full draft. Now let's regroup. Dak Prescott, Omarion Hampton, CeeDee Lamb, Tez Johnson, Jake Ferguson, Tyron Smith, Tyler Smith, Cooper Beebe, probably Jonah Monheim, and Terrence Steele, DeMarcus Lawrence, Mason Graham, Mozzie Smith, Micah Parsons. Linebackers are a bit crazy. Overshown, Deron Bland, Trayvon Diggs. and a couple other guys. Antoine Wells Jr., 2 at receiver, K. Robinson at edge, Jack Nelson at tackle. Overall, it could be my Giants bias coming out here, but I don't see too much of a future for this team. I feel like Micah Parsons, if he stays for the Cowboys, he's going to be playing for a contract. He's going to have a good year, but I don't trust a lot other on this team. It's a lot of rookies coming in and just washed veterans. They lost their star right guard. I'm going to put them. I really want to put them at the top of bad team, but I'll put them in the bottom of barely missed because, I mean, it's a decent team overall. I mean, it's nothing special, though. And with Dak Prescott coming back from his injury, I'm not too confident that this team, even with all the weapons we got for him, can be that good. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode 12 of Path to the Podium. Once again, leave a like and subscribe if you guys like this content, and I will see you guys in the next video.